I knew that I had to make this record at Avatar because of the history. I mean, Bruce Springsteen made The River there, Clapton recorded there, Billy Joel, Aerosmith, U2, Madonna, Michael Jackson, more recently Maroon 5, John Mayer, Counting Crows. To be able to play a full-length album in one day is, you know, kind of unthinkable. To take a couple of guys, put them in a room, and make a record in one day was overwhelming, and I knew it was going to take the best players I could find. Paul LaFave is just the best pedal steel player I've seen since I moved to New York, and I've always wanted to play with him, so it was really exciting to have him in on the record. Years ago, Mike Clifford, who used to play in the District, he took me to this place called the Bag It Inn down in the Village to see, he's like, you gotta see this guitar player, this guy is gonna blow your mind. So I went in there and Paul LaFave was playing pedal steel, and I haven't seen a ton of great pedal steel players since I moved to New York. And Paul just blew my mind all night. After the show, I went up to him, and we've been trying to play music together ever since. He's just been really, really busy. He's also a professional chef. So he plays pedal steel and he's a chef, yeah. And so for years now, I've been trying to find a way to play with Paul LaFave in some capacity. And for this record, I was like, listen, man, I need you. You've got to do this. So he ended up coming in and playing dobro and playing pedal steel. And he had so much fun in the studio, he hung out for like 5 hours after he finished. Zach Berkman is one of my best friends. He's a fantastic engineer, just a great producer. He helped me run things in the studio, and he's also mixing the record. So Zach's just a singular talent.
Let's just do it today, quickly.
I haven't done a project in years that he hasn't been involved in. And he really helped me a lot in the studio, just running things from the booth and making sure that things were handled when I had to perform. I've been friends with Paul Hammer for years. He's a great multi-instrumentalist, and so any project that I'm working on, he plays on it with me. So when I decided to use live strings on the record, I knew that I had to ask Paul to write the charts, because anything that I want to do that I don't think I can do as well as I need, I ask Paul. So for this record, he played piano, he played acoustic guitar, he played electric guitar, he wrote all the string parts, he conducted the strings, he's mastering the album, he's doing the graphic design, and he catered the studio session. He didn't actually cater the studio session, but he's doing everything. Laura Lutzke is an old friend of mine, and she's in her 3rd year at Juilliard. She plays violin. And so I called her and said, I'm making this record in the city, I need a string quartet, can you put one together? And she said, absolutely. You know, she said, it won't be a problem, I've got it. So she pulls together some friends of hers, and then apparently the cellist pulled out at the last possible second, and then 20 minutes before she left to come to the studio, her friend Jonah jumped in and came, and you know, we're handing out the charts in the lobby, and Paul wrote the string arrangements, and he's freaking out. Like, he's totally like, oh my God. He's like, wait, you guys go to Juilliard, you'll be fine. When the string quartet sat down and started playing, it was really overwhelming, just powerful. I'd never used live strings on a record before, and so watching them play was really a highlight for me. They really lent something special to my music. And at points I was almost in tears. It was really a wonderful, wonderful thing to have them there.
You're the reason I come home.
I was looking for an organ player. I was like, there's nobody else. You can't. If you can get John Dryden, you have to get John Dryden. He was really nice, just a cool guy, and not at all what you'd expect from that kind of genius. Like, he's just a cool, down-to-earth, laid-back guy. We had a lot of fun hanging out with him.
I could have gone on vacation instead. I got
When John Dryden came in to play organ, and we were all like cowering beneath our seats, watching John play was spectacular. I was really, really happy that he came in. Ruben Chess is my favorite guitar player in New York City. So when I had the opportunity to pick somebody to play lead guitar for this record, it was a no-brainer. I knew I had to ask him, and I was really excited that he said yes. Hearing somebody like that play guitar solos over my songs was just spectacular. I mean, it was a really fantastic experience because he's amazing. I mean, I go to Quintus concerts and stand there and just listen to him play, and I'm in awe always. So it was an honor to have Ruben come in and play guitar on my record.
That's it.
So I called Ruben to play on the record, and he suggested Adam Kriskow to play drums and Emil Massari to play bass.
Usually I don't let people touch my bass, you know, right away until like the third date.
Adam Kriskow came in to play drums. He plays with Ingrid Michaelson sometimes. He's just a great player. He blew my mind. I was really, really impressed, and I played with a ton of drummers over the year. He was just really tight, really consistent, learned the songs, was really professional, came in and did great work. When I said to Ruben, I need a bass player, he's like, this is the guy. You've got to have this guy come in and play. So I got really lucky. The two of them, Adam and Emil, are both phenomenal. It couldn't have gone better. The drums and bass are they're really great. Everybody played spectacularly well. You know, surprisingly enough, the whole day kind of went perfectly. We got 20 minutes behind the schedule that I had written out, so that wasn't a big deal. The toughest thing about the whole day was figuring out what kind of pizzas to order. Everybody showed up, they did their jobs, we had a great time, we made a great record.
Great room, man.
This is the best way that we've ever made a record.